So, I am curious, how can you tell if a Smurf has the blues?
The Daily Milkman, on your preferred podcast platform and at dailymilkman.com.
Everything you need to know to start your day in less time than it takes most people to get to work. Hello, it's the Milkman, John Milky, on this Monday, the 13th of January, 2025, which, according to our Today is Holiday calendar, makes today Clean Your Desk Day. Also, Gluten-Free Day. It's Rubber Ducky Day. Make Your Dreams Come True Day. Happy Catherine Day and Kathleen Day. And today is also Sticker Day.
The Daily Milkman, headlines.
Now, the death toll is now at 16, with 16 more missing, as the deadly California wildfires continue to rage and as a strong wind is expected to return. Transport Minister Anita Anand says she will not run for the Liberal leadership and will not seek re-election. Meanwhile, Labor Minister Stephen McKinnon says he also will not run in the Liberal leadership race. Late last week, Foreign Affairs Minister Melanie Joly also announced she would not be seeking the leadership. Brandon Dale Biggs, the same pastor who in March of 2024 correctly predicted that there would be an assassination attempt on Donald Trump, even stating that it would be a bullet that would graze his ear, is now predicting a magnitude 10 earthquake that could kill thousands in the USA. He says the earthquake will hit the New Madrid fault line, which stretches through Missouri, Arkansas, Tennessee, Kentucky, and Illinois. However, contrary to his claims, earthquakes of magnitude 10 or greater cannot happen according to the U.S. Geological Survey. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith met with President-elect Donald Trump while in Florida. Sunday, she shared photos of her with Trump and with Kevin O'Leary. Smith says she emphasized the mutual importance of the U.S.-Canadian energy relationship and specifically how hundreds of thousands of American jobs are supported by energy exports from Alberta.
It's the Daily Milkman.
66 more days until spring. Sunrise today, 7:40 a.m. Sunset today, 4:42 p.m., giving us 1 minute and 39 seconds more daylight today than we had yesterday.
Hi, I'm Finn, and you're listening to Finn's Forecast. This Monday, it is snowing. Expect a centimeter per hour, with approximately 5 centimeters in total. Early evening, the snow should stop. The high for today is +1, which could make that white, wonderful world a bit messy. At night, it is mainly cloudy, with a low of -5 degrees. For my 7-day forecast, go to the website dailymilkman.com. Join me again on Tuesday for another Finn's Forecast. See ya!
The Daily Milkman, sports.
Way to go, Team Canada, taking gold at the Under-18 Women's World Hockey Championships, defeating Team USA 3-0 yesterday. Bobby Orr, part of a group looking to bring the NHL back to Atlanta. The Atlanta Flames, of course, existed there from 1972 to 1980 before moving to Calgary, and the Atlanta Thrashers called that city home from 1999 to 2011 before they moved to Winnipeg. The NFL playoff picture is a little more clear today after Wild Card Weekend, with Buffalo, Philadelphia, and Washington moving on. One more game to go to complete that picture. The Rams and Minnesota play tonight in Glendale, Arizona. In the PWHL, no games tonight. Toronto is in Ottawa to take on the Charge tomorrow. 3 games in the NHL on this Monday. The Panthers and the Flyers go at it. Flames taking on the Blackhawks, and the Oilers versus LA Kings. And in the NBA, it is the Warriors taking on the Raptors at 7:30.
The Daily Milkman, brought to you by Devotion Dance Studio, 100 Castle Frank Road. Jazz, burlesque, hip-hop, plus low mobility dance classes too. DevotionDance.ca.
It's the Daily Milkman.
Here's some fun FYI on this Monday. Seems 43% of us like to sing in the shower, according to a new survey. And our favorite songs to sing are as follows: Grenade by Bruno Mars, TLC's No Scrubs, Bleedin' Love by Leona Lewis, The Weeknd's Blinding Lights, Party in the USA by Miley Cyrus, and you can't go wrong with Singin' in the Rain by Gene Kelly.
Who is he?
Who is he?
Who is he?
So who is he? Who is he?
He's the milkman.
The milkman.
The milkman.
The milkman.
The milkman.
Yes, the evil milkman.
On this day in history, 1906, an advertisement appeared in the Scientific American for the very first time, allowing you to buy a device of the future, a radio. sold for $7.50. Speaking of, on this day in 1910, radio pioneer Lee DeForest arranged the world's first radio broadcast to the public in New York City. Opera singers were heard by listeners at special receiving stations set up at various parts of town. And finally, on this day in 1966, a brand new TV show debuted on ABC, Batman, with Adam West and Burt Ward. It was on every week at the same bat time on the same bat channel.
The Daily Milkman. Quickies.
A Wisconsin woman who at the age of 12 stabbed her 6th grade classmate nearly to death just to please online horror character Slender Man will be released from psychiatric hospital today at the age of 19. Sam Moore, half of Sam and Dave, who gave us hits like Soul Man and Hold On I'm Coming, died over the weekend at the age of 89 from complications from surgery. Hey, if you're keeping score at home, 2024 was indeed declared the hottest year ever on Earth in recorded history. One of the more interesting items on display at the Consumer Electronics Show last week in Las Vegas was the Romy Personal Companion. It uses AI to chat with lonely people. It'll set you back $570 US, though, and does have a $12 per month subscription fee. So far, though, it only speaks Japanese. The two Yankees fans who grabbed Mookie Betts' glove and arm as he tried to make a catch during Game 4 of the World Series have been banned from all Major League Baseball stadiums indefinitely. Well, the 55th season of Sesame Street debuts this Thursday, and Elmo says this year will focus on lessons in emotional well-being. Expect visits from SZA, Chris Stapleton, Noah Kahan, Renee Rapp, and Samara Joy this year. 3 days before the Super Bowl, the NFL will hold their annual NFL Honors, where they announce the winners of the Associated Press's annual awards. Snoop Dogg, by the way, will be this year's host, since the show features all the highs from the past season. That, by the way, is the NFL's joke, not mine. And we've still got to wrap up this NFL season, but next season's schedule is out with Cleveland, Jacksonville, and the New York Jets each playing one home game in London, England. Lotto Max draw tomorrow, $50 million, the estimated jackpot, and your 649 for Wednesday. The Classic draw, $5 million, and the Gold Ball draw, $18 million.
Fun facts. Let's learn something new.
I've done it again. Come up with 3 random facts. The fun is to see if the first answer that comes to mind for you happens to be the same answer I've got here, which, of course, is the correct answer.
Fun fact.
19% of people say this is the most annoying noise. Yeah, clearing your throat.
Fun fact for you.
According to a recent survey, 85% of people will do this in the car. Sing.
Fun fact.
10 years ago, 33% of adults said using your phone on the toilet was actually okay. What percent of adults think that's okay in 2025? 81%.
Fun facts.
It's somebody's birthday today.
Got a long list of celebrity birthdays today, including Liam Hemsworth, William Hung. He's 42 today. Happy birthday, Orlando Bloom, Shonda Rhimes, Julia Louis-Dreyfus is 64. Happy birthday to Trevor Rabin of Yes, Patrick Dempsey, Mark O'Meara, Suggs McPherson. You may not know the name, but you know the group. Madness, Our House. Penelope Ann Miller celebrating a birthday today, as is Keith Coogan and Nicole Eggert of Charles in Charge fame.
This is your birthday song. It is a very long way.
No matter how bad your day has been so far, no matter how bad your day can get, it can't get as bad as this. Your daily Sarah Batista, Providence, Rhode Island, gets a phone call last Monday from the bus company that takes her autistic 3-year-old child to and from school every day. The caller said they were at her door with her child, but nobody was home. Well, Batista looked out the door, and there was nobody there. She gave directions to the driver when the bus finally did show up, and the bus monitor got off to deliver her child. The child was not her child. The monitor went back to the bus and came out with the same child, but with a different backpack. Again, she said, "That's not my kid." Finally, her kid did come off the bus, no jacket, no backpack. In a statement, the school district apologized, saying both the bus driver and the monitor were substitutes. Your daily Duh.
The Daily Milkman, brought to you by McCarthy Automotive, 1150 Heron Road. Vehicle repair and maintenance, fleet vehicles too. McCarthyAutomotive.ca.
The Daily Milkman. What you watching?
It's Monday Night Football, Minnesota taking on the LA Rams. Due to the fires in Los Angeles, though, the game is being played in Glendale, Arizona. Also due to the wildfires, Jimmy Kimmel is on hiatus, so no Jimmy Kimmel tonight. It will be a rerun. On Jimmy Fallon, it's all new with Bad Bunny. David Schwimmer is on with Stephen Colbert. Graham Norton, this will be interesting. He's on with Seth Meyers. And on Watch What Happens Live, Robbie Williams and Julia Stiles. And after the weekend that was, your top three at the box office is as follows: Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Mufasa the Lion King at number 2, and Den of Thieves 2 Pantera. That was number 1 at the box office, raking in $15.5 million. And of note, Saturday Night Live is all new this weekend. Dave Chappelle will be your host for his 4th time.
It's the Daily Milkman.
Having a look at today in hit music history. It was on this day in 1978, The Police began recording their first album ever. Christina Aguilera, on this day in 2000, hit number 1 with What a Girl Wants. Today in 2003, Diana Ross appeared in court, charged with driving while twice over the legal limits. On this day in 2005, a report showed that more songs had been written about Elvis Presley than any other artist. It listed over 220 songs, including Graceland by Paul Simon, A Room at Heartbreak Hotel by U2, and Calling Elvis by Dire Straits. And finally, on this day in 2010, Beyoncé and Jay-Z were named Hollywood's top earning couple by Forbes magazine. The pair earned an estimated $122 million between June 2008 and June 2009.
The Daily Milkman. Celebrity stuff.
While appearing on Watch What Happens Live last Thursday, Glenn Close revealed her best ever on-screen kiss with Robert Redford in The Natural. Alec Baldwin taking legal action after prosecutors sought criminal charges against him over the death of Rust cinematographer Helena Hutchins. Baldwin accusing prosecutors of malicious prosecution and civil rights violations. Rob Lowe used his podcast to reveal that he almost embarked on a musical career. He was being encouraged to do so by the band Toto. Rosé and Bruno Mars making chart history. Their duet, which continues to reign at number 1 on the singles chart for its 9th non-consecutive week, now holds the title for the longest-running number 1 duet since Elton John and Dua Lipa's Cold Heart in 2020 and 2021. And Sabrina Carpenter also celebrating a landmark moment with her album Short and Sweet. That record has now notched 9 non-consecutive weeks at the top of the albums chart, making it the longest-running number 1 album by a female artist since Taylor Swift's 1989 Taylor's Version. It held the top spot for 14 weeks in 2023-2024.
The Daily Milkman, brought to you by Spin-A-Win Opticians. Funky, stylish frames. For all your eyewear needs, 2515 Bank Street in the Southgate Plaza. SpinAWinOpticians.ca.
The Daily Milkman. Facebook funnies.
Fun Facebook status updates posted by people just like you. I watch so many crime shows that when I turn off the TV, I actually wipe my fingerprints off the remote. I wonder what would happen if I just walked into a Walmart fitting room and suddenly announced that, hey, there's no toilet paper in here. More people would call the Gambling Addicts Helpline if they were to make every 5th caller a winner. Okay, that's pretty dark. And one last Facebook funny for you. My wife sure is picky for someone who married me.
It's the Daily Milkman.
Some utter news for you for this Monday. New survey of 2,000 people by the Hanes Underwear Company has some interesting findings. The average person maintains just 4 good pair of underwear in rotation. Women typically have 3 good bras. On average, people keep their underwear for 3 years. 10% use it for 6 years or more. Bras have an average lifespan of 4 years. 8% of women report wearing bras that have survived a decade or more. And finally, 60% of Gen Z and 57% of millennials carry around just in case of emergency underwear. A Florida couple pulled a disgusting shoplifting job. They walked into a Family Dollar in Florida, filled up a shopping cart with nearly $500 worth of merchandise. The woman then distracted security by defecating on the floor as her partner strolled out the door with the full cart. Well, the NHL has announced that it will hold its first ever outdoor games in Florida next year. Wait, what? The Rangers taking on the Panthers in Miami, and the Bruins will take on the Lightning at Raymond James Stadium February 1st. It's all done with a 300-ton refrigeration unit and an intricate system of aluminum trays below the ice surface, which keeps the ice at the ideal temperature despite playing in Florida. A man in Toledo, Ohio, bought an old unoccupied house to renovate. He got it for $1,000, and while cleaning out the basement, he found 5 or 6 black $100 bills underneath a potbelly stove, just covered in soot. Well, he kept looking and found 2 more envelopes full of $100 bills stuck between loose bricks, $10,000 worth. After an internet search, he found the son of the original homeowner and offered to split the money. The son said, the family always knew Dad hid money in the house. They could just never figure out where. Hey, if you're thinking of getting married, the folks at theknot.com have just completed a survey of 1,500 women asking some questions about the new rules of engagement. So where should you pop the question? Number 1 answer, 19% said at a local landmark. Number 2 answer, at a vacation spot. Ask permission? Okay. But who are you asking? 47% said they're going to ask Dad. 21% said they will ask Mom. As for the element of surprise, 71% said being surprised is important or even very important. And 18% said they were totally shocked when their mate proposed.
The Daily Milkman, brought to you by Turned On with Sue and John, starring Sex with Sue's Sue McGarvey. Solving your sex issues, one podcast at a time. TurnedOnPodcast.com.
It's the Milkman. Come on and open the door. It's the Milkman.
A mental health moment on your Monday. Some motivational tips with our friend empowerment coach Susie today, prioritizing self-care.
Self-care is the foundation of growth. Nourish your body, your mind, and spirit with rest, healthy food, and activities that bring joy. Schedule time for relaxation, for mindfulness, or even hobbies that recharge you. Taking care of yourself is not indulgent. It's necessary for thriving. When you prioritize self-care, you strengthen your ability to face challenges and grow. You can't pour from an empty cup, so nurture yourself first and watch your personal development flourish. Go for it. Fuel your growth.
She's Power Coach Susie on all your favorite social media platforms. We got links at dailymilkman.com.
Milkman.
Milkman.
The milkman cometh.
The Milkman.
Oh, look, here comes the milkman.
Milk.
Milkman extraordinaire.
The Milkman.
I like to leave you with a smile. Here comes today's groan before we go. People are always skeptical when I tell them that I climbed Mount Everest. But it's true. I made it up. Yeah. Hey, we're on your preferred podcast platform. New episodes, 6 a.m. Eastern every weekday. You can always find us online as well at dailymilkman.com. And, of course, your comments are always welcome. Voicemail, text 24/7. The Bovine Hotline, 1-866-308-3838. Until tomorrow, it is the Milkman, John Milkey, your daily milkman. Moo for now.